Mendez not not loving that touching gloves as he walked away very fast, but Zamora opening up early.
They meet in the center ring with effective kicks by both. And then Zamora, as I mentioned earlier, he's very effective with his kicks. Landed a couple there and then took Milber down with that one there. Again, he mixes things up very well. That's what I like a lot about Michael Zamora. And he uses his height to his advantage.
Yeah, he's got great ring movement as well. I mean, if a fighter's coming in aggressive, he uses angles, counters well. Very technical fighter.
A couple right hands over the top have already landed effectively from Michael Zamora. And Milber Mendez is going to have to look away to get inside those. Nice kick right in the middle of the chest by Michael Zamora. Moving effectively, getting out of the way of harm's way from Milber Mendez kicks there. Halfway through round one.
Mendez coming forward. Zamora circling around, catching, utilizing both leg kicks. Both of these guys are actually a little bit more for Zamora.
Mendez in himself. Salvador very aggressive, just like we saw from Ronald Mendez earlier on. Seconds left in this first round here. Again, Zamora done basically what we thought he would, being effective, using his length, being a taller fighter, using his jab and punches very well. But Mendez hasn't been too discouraged. He just keeps coming forward. And Zamora using his left jab very effectively there. Nice 1-2 combination there. And again, he used the distance very well there. You know, a counter there by Milber Mendez, counter kick. Zamora backed away from it, got out of harm's way. Decent round for Michael Zamora. Good first round for both fighters, though. But again, Milber Mendez looks very determined. He just kept coming forward through the entire first round. We'll see how things play out in the second round. Michael Zamora they're both wearing black trunks stripped in gold and yellow. Zamora the taller too with this kind of shaped head. Looks like he got caught by a nice counter there by Milber Mendez.
Mendez landed a couple solid shots. That's the second or third punch he's landed pretty flush.
Like I said, he looks very determined. He looks like a strong, solid fighter. He's got a good base. Looks like he's tough. He's going to be able to take a punch and keep coming forward, and he has so far. Nice kick to the body by Zamora there. Finished up by a hook, followed up with a right, and a nice kick down the middle. Again, nice combination and everything there from Michael Zamora.
Nice solid leg kick by Mendez, but getting caught with a few combinations, kind of glazed him a little bit.
Nice combination of punches there by Zamora. Gets back to things with a kick down low. Leads with a left hook. Very nice in terms of how Zamora's mixing up his attack. Blocked by a nice overhand right by Mendez. Nice counterpunch there for Mendez.
Mendez looking to end the round pretty strong.
2 rounds in the books. Entertaining close fight so far.
Yep, another technical round for Zamora.
And the thing with Milber Mendez from El Salvador, he just keeps on coming. He hasn't been discouraged so far, and I doubt he will.
No, and he's the type of fighter that's very dangerous. Very dangerous, man. I'll tell you what, he
left eye. Just caught a couple of right hands from Zamora and shows the wear from it. But he's definitely not going to be discouraged by that. Nice flurry there by Zamora. Corner from Milber Mendez, telling him to just keep at him, keep coming at him. And Mendez is, but he's not getting the better of these exchanges so far in this, the third round. We're almost a minute into the third round, and scheduled for 5.
I'll tell you what, though, Mendez is definitely landing some decent leg shots. You can see the inside of Zamora's right leg starting to turn red.
Yeah, when he gets in close, too, I mean, he may be throwing wide punches, but he's landing a couple of those. And like I said, you know, every one you land takes a little bit something out of your opponent, and Zamora's definitely feeling it. He's breathing a bit heavy himself. He's got the war wounds on his sides as well from some of the effective kicks.
Just landed a couple clean punches there.
Again, nice straight right hand from Zamora, followed up with another right hand. I really like the crispness and the straight punches that he throws.
Much sharper, much cleaner technique than we've seen in the previous fights.
Yeah, Milber Mendez, he just keeps coming forward to Michael Zamora, and I wonder if that's playing a bit into his cards. I mean, Zamora knows that his opponent's coming at him. He's just sitting back waiting for him. He's picked him off with some nice kicks, and he's also picked him off coming in, like you see right there, with a nice jab, following it with a right hand over the top.
Yeah, Mendez,
good exchanges in that third round, but I think Michael Zamora got the better of it that time around.
Yeah, I think so too. Mendez is still trying to solve the puzzle of what is Zamora, but it's very difficult. He backs up, he rotates around, counters well. Very difficult to solve.
Schedule of 4 or 5. This is a junior middleweight bout for the Central American title.
All right, Mendez needs to do something this round. He needs to get something done. A knockdown, a knockout. Zamora's going to keep being technical, move.
Starting the fourth round, Zamora's doing exactly that. Zamora effectively using all the ring as well. He's, anytime he sees Milber Mendez kind of loading up for a kick there, he backs off.
Yeah, Zamora landed a couple nice punches again.
And you see how Zamora was kind of sensing Mendez was getting ready to set something up, stepped away. Mendez didn't throw anything. Again, look for Zamora's probably going to look to pepper him with the 1-2s, little kicks down low. And feeling he probably has these first 2 rounds in his favor. He took a nice overhand right by Mendez there. You don't want to see him take many of those. Mendez, looks like he's swinging a bit for the fences. And if I'm in his corner, you kind of recommend him to do that. You're likely behind on the scorecards. You're fighting in a foreign land here in Costa Rica, being the fighter from El Salvador. Give it everything you got. Throw bombs if that's what it takes.
Yeah, you can just tell Mendez was trying to cut the ring off a little bit. Wasn't real successful at doing that. Wants to get him trapped in that corner and just start unloading. I do think that Mendez is definitely getting the better of these leg kick exchanges, though.
Yeah, and Zamora, as you see right there, definitely getting the better of the punches.
Pretty much everything
else. Nice combination
else, right.
that went unanswered. Again, Zamora lands first and then gets out of the way. By the time Mendez counters, Zamora's just not home. Round 4 comes to conclusion. Round 5 of 5.
I'll tell you what, Zamora can land those punches at will. I mean, just anytime he wants to throw those straight down the middle, he's going to land them.
Yeah, and the thing is, Mendez is letting Zamora land first. That's been a bit of a problem. Zamora's throwing his jab very well, but he's also throwing lead right hands, he's throwing lead hooks, and they're landing. And, Milber Mendez is looking to counter, but by the time he gets ready to counter, Zamora's just not there. He's backing up, he's going side to side, using the ring. Looks like we hurt Mendez a little bit there for the right hand, and Mendez just keeps coming forward, but that gives you points in terms of encouragement, but it doesn't give you points on the judges' scorecard.
No, we know he's got a chin too. I mean, he's taking some shots right on the button and just keeps on coming. So definitely a solid, tough fighter.
You know, to be honest with you, it puts your corner in a tough position too if you're Milber Vs. I mean, what do you tell your fighter when you're fighting a guy who's technically sound like Michael Zamora, mixing things up high and low like Michael Zamora is? You know, a tall, lanky fighter, maybe you want to go to his midsection a bit, but you can't get inside on him really because he's using his jab so effectively.
Yeah, very tricky fighter to adapt to.
I'd say we've got about 20 seconds left in the
I don't like
round.
Mendes' strategy of putting his hands down, taking those punches with his face there.
No, not a good idea at all. Keep your hands up and throw bombs. Wow, he's taking some heavy shots. Zamora lands a nice uppercut, mixes the punches up well. Great finish, folks.
Mendes blocking with his face and doing a good job of it. He's staying up. He's tired. Both fighters are pretty tired. This is a fifth round.
Fifth round. This has been a game of pitch and catch here. We've got Michael Zamora pitching punches, and Milber Vs has done nothing but catch them all so far. Both men very tired, and credit to both guys, especially Milber Vs for making the fight as exciting as it was. A very good opponent in Michael Zamora, a guy we've seen several times and just keeps on getting better.
He's getting confidence. You can tell every time he steps into this ring, he has more and more confidence with him. And that was another tremendous exhibit there.
We're going to turn things over momentarily to Anthony Torres, who's beside us here getting the scorecards from the judges. But I think we know how this one's going to turn out. Looks like Michael Zamora might have put a win in the favor of the local boys, as Ronald Mendes from El Salvador won the third bout of the evening. Wilbur Fernandez won the fourth bout. Fernandez coming in from Honduras, so the invaders were 2-0 so far. But looks like Michael Zamora will win one for the local folks of Costa Rica. Replays here from that round. It's the fight that we saw. It should be a lot of Zamora landing and Milber Vs coming forward but getting caught as he does. And you see jabs, right hands, everything landing from Zamora and a lot missing from Milber Vs.
I'll tell you what, but you gotta give Mendes credit for having a chin, man. I mean,
Zamora
started putting some power behind those punches. I mean, he had some snap in a few of those.
Yeah, you see on the replay there, Mendes was getting rocked repeatedly, and he just kept coming forward, and he was letting his hands go. You know, I think one of the problems he had in that fight was that Zamora kept getting off first, kept landing the punches first. Kind of countering what Zamora did a lot in the early part of the bout was kind of waiting for Milber Vs to get ready on load. Sensing that, he backed away. Milber Vs could have done a little bit out of his zone as well, coming forward, and when Zamora got set to punch, back up himself, and then come inside and counter. He wasn't able to do any of those things. He landed a few decent jabs. You know, it was a couple of right hands that landed for Mendes. Maybe gave him the encouragement he needed to go through that fight. But we're going to turn things over to Anthony Torres, who likely will announce the winner, Michael Zamora.
Michael Zamora, Central American champion.
And Zamora gets the decision, unanimous decision in 5 rounds,
We're going to take
as
a
expected.
20-minute